Everyone but his family is either writing a tell-all book about Trump or turning state's evidence. Take former Trump lawyer Michael Cohen, seen here enjoying a brief glimpse of his place in history. Cohen was scheduled to testify to Congress on February 7th, but yesterday, Cohen announced he is postponing his testimony, citing ongoing threats against his family from the president and Rudy Giuliani. Michael Cohen, no, this is serious. Michael Cohen feels like his personal safety has been threatened by President Trump. That's the kind of anxiety known only by every other person on the planet. Cohen, anxiety heads. Oh. We got some fellow anxiety junkies in the house tonight. Hello, my brothers. Trump responded to the allegation, explaining who was really threatening Cohen.
I would say he's been threatened by the truth. He's only been threatened by the truth.
Of course, by truth, he means Tommy the Truth Moretti.
Okay, first you're getting the truth, then you'll be meeting his associate, the consequences.
And, thank you, and deep character work. Deep character work. Thank you.
I think you got together. Nice.
Trump kept up his attacks on Cohen this morning, tweeting,
"So interesting that bad lawyer Michael Cohen, who sadly will not be testifying before Congress, is using the lawyer of crooked Hillary Clinton to represent him. Gee, how did that happen?"
He's genuinely curious. Not only is he curious, he's actually curious. Here's the thing, he has no idea how to find a good lawyer. His is Rudy Giuliani. Who I believe went on CNN last night with his penis caught in a toaster. I didn't see the lower third. I didn't see the lower third on the screen. I didn't realize that. It actually says at the bottom, Giuliani penis caught in toaster. So that means it's real. We can't make those up. Legally, we can't make that stuff up. Wow, I didn't know that. Okay. Speaking of which, it has been a bad week for a Trump personal lawyer and Smeagol on a good hair day, Rudy Giuliani. After two disastrous television appearances by Giuliani this week, reports are that Trump was apoplectic. Definitely not his word.
I tell you, when I saw him on TV, I was Appalachian. I was Appletini. I was ooples and banunus. And you know I like to eat. I like to eat my ooples and banunus.
Apparently, Trump's been venting about Giuliani to his team, most of whom share Trump's frustration, noting that the former New York mayor often appears to lack a mastery of the facts. Saying Giuliani lacks a mastery of the facts is like saying the Fire Festival lacked a mastery of porta potties. But there's another reason. There's another reason why Trump's aides want to sideline the ex-mayor. They think Giuliani drinks before his TV appearances. Yeah, unlike the rest of us who drink during them. We got a great show for